In this video, I am going to show you how to create a Pong game like this one in Pygame. So without wasting any time, let's begin with the coding part. So first of all, before starting, just make sure that you have Pygame installed in your Python. So just type pip install and Pygame. This is the only package that we are going to require in this tutorial. And as you can see, it is already downloaded for me, so I can begin with the coding part. So first of all, we will import the Pygame module, and after that we will initialize Pygame. Then we will set a constant variable for the screen size, that is 900 by 500. After that we will create a new window by pygame.display that will be of the screen size. Then after we have the window, we will create a main function in which we will create the game loop with a variable that is a boolean that is set to true. And if the event is quit, then we will just quit the game and end the loop. Now if the under name of the script is equals to the under main, then we will run the main function. Then after we run the game, now you can see that we have created a blank window. So first of all, we will just set the caption of our game's display window to the name of the game, that is Pong. Then we will create a function to draw the screen. And in the draw screen function, first of all, we will give pygame.display.flip and we will fill the display with black color. Then we will create a rect in our game, and we will pass a rect1, and in the rect1 we will just create a pygame.rect and then give left, right, width and height values. Then we will just do the same for rect2. And now you can see that it has not appeared because we have not assigned the function in our game loop. It's giving an error because we have forgot to add the parenthesis in our window.fill method. Now you can see that we have drawn a new rectangle in our window. We will do the same for rect2 and change the values for that. Then after that we will draw a line from the middle of the screen to show our game. This line will be drawn from the above top of the center of the screen to the bottom of the center of the screen. The width of the line will be 2. This line will represent the board of our game. Now for representing the board, we will create another object that is a circle that will be empty from the between. Now after this, we are creating the function to draw the score that will pass some arguments that are score, the font, the color of the score font, and also the x and y values for its position. Then we will just create a new text that will be rendered by the font given, and the text will be string score and the anti-aliasing will be true, and the color that we are given by the user. Then we will create a text rect that will be the rect of our text that we have created. Now in the text rect, we will just change its position to the x and y values given. Now we will just draw it to the screen and add it to the game loop. Also, we have created the red score and green score variables so we can display them in our game. Now to create the score font, we will need to create a system font. Now we will pass this all values as arguments in our function. Also, we will give the x and y values for the position of the text. We will do the same for the green score. Now you can see the fonts are displayed in our game window. Then we will create a clock that will take at 60 frames per second, that is the FPS of our game. Now after the clock, we will create the ball, and the ball will be a pygame.rect, and we will give it some values. Now we will just add the ball's position to the center of the screen. Now we will draw an ellipse in our screen, that is in the draw screen function, and we will give the ball. Here you can see the ball is here. Now we will create a function to move our pedals. We will pass some arguments that are rect, the keys that are pressed, the up key and the down key. Then we will increase the rect's y position by the keys of the down key and the keys of the up key, and we will multiply it by the speed, that is 5. Then we will change the position of the center of the y to the center of the y modulus Windows height, that is to keep the pedal inside our screen. Then we will add this function in our game loop, and we will define the keys variable, that is the keys pressed, and we will get all the keys that are pressed. Then we will assign the keys for up, down, for the red pedal and also for the green pedal. Now after saved, you can see that we can move the pedals by using the keys that are assigned. Now we will create two variables for the ball's x speed and the ball's y speed, and we will set them both to 5. Now we will increase the ball's position of x by the ball speed x and also the ball's y to ball speed y. Now we will say if the ball touches the top of the screen or the ball touches the bottom of the screen, then we want to bounce the ball back. That is, we will multiply the ball speed by -1. Now we will say that if the ball has touched the left end, then we want to increase the green score by 1 and we want to just recenter the ball. We will do the same for the right end of the screen. So if the ball touches the right end of the screen, then we want to increase the red score by 1. Then we will center the ball again. Now finally we want to say that if the ball collides with the rect 1 or it collides with the rect 2, then we want to bounce it back off, that is again ball speed y multiplied by -1. Now the game is done and it is playable and you can play it with your friends or alone.